from a macro lens, we've got all of these massive debts that need to be rolled. And we hear the governments are having issues with trying to roll the debt. The answer we know is the printing of money. And the printing of money for us in crypto means number go up. When number go up, it drives adoption. So we bring more users into the space, more applications get built, more VC money comes in, and the whole flywheel of crypto really accelerates.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Raoul Pal breaks down how crypto could explode to $100 trillion, front-run institutions, and why the banana zone matters. Let's dive in and see what's coming next.
It's all noise. And I keep saying this to people, well, how can it be all noise? I'm like, because the dominant factor for crypto prices and tech stock prices, 90% of their price movement is explained by liquidity. And liquidity leads everything and price follows. So I've been showing that chart of global M2 against crypto prices. Everyone's like, this can't be right, it's bullshit. I'm like, it might be this easy, and it has been roughly this easy. It won't expect it to be perfect, but using that kind of macro lens allows you to decide, okay, what happens if the US economy slows down? What happens if there's a recession? The Fed cut rates, they add liquidity. What happens if the market crashes? The Fed cuts rates, they add liquidity. What happens? It's always the same answer to everything.
Yeah.
There's more liquidity to come. Once you realize that, you realize that they've taken all of the left tail risk, the bad stuff out, the really bad stuff. Sure, markets can go up and down, they can have corrections, but if anything bad happens, they add liquidity. So they kind of got your back, which makes it, I think, the world's greatest macro trade, because Bitcoin does, 100 to 150% a year. And they're saying that if anything goes really wrong, they'll print money. And so it's that reason alone, I think it's just the biggest opportunity. So 2025 is a year where we should see acceleration of prices, acceleration of activity, new applications, new things happening. And that's what drives the number so much further than other markets. So it's always an exciting time when it happens. But we've got all of the noise around tariffs and all of the things. And it was like, oh my God, we're all going to die. The economy's going to crash. It's all over. It's never going to happen. No alt-Cs, never again. None of this. And my thesis is just follow the liquidity, which leads all of this. It's already pointing that the number will go up. Just be patient.
Bitcoin's dominance in the crypto market could be heading for a massive shakeup, according to crypto analyst EGREG Crypto. He warns that a dramatic drop in Bitcoin's market share is on the horizon, potentially setting the stage for one of the biggest altcoin rallies we've ever seen. Historically, when Bitcoin dominance declines sharply, capital tends to flood into altcoins, triggering explosive price movements, and EGREG believes this time will be no different, but even more intense. As Bitcoin's influence fades, altcoins like XRP and others could surge as traders seek higher returns. EGREG sees this upcoming shift as a rare chance for life-changing gains, but he also sounds the alarm. Bubbles burst. He urges investors to be smart, ride the wave, but don't forget to take profits at the peak. Waiting too long could mean watching gains vanish overnight in what he calls a blow-off top. To prepare for the fallout, EGREG recommends rotating profits into assets with long-term value like gold, real estate, or cryptos with real utility. He also sees gold playing a major role in the next financial crisis, suggesting a buy zone between $1,850 and $2,000. His message is clear: enjoy the alt-season run, but plan for the downturn. Staying ahead of the market could be your biggest advantage.
Banana zone is generally the last year to year and a half of crypto markets when prices start to go vertical. And I said back in about September that we were going to start the banana zone with that huge run up at the end of the year. And then we had this consolidation that was actually driven by the tightening of liquidity that happened last quarter. Back in Q4 2024. that happens every cycle. So you get this first ramp up, then we all say, well, we can't have nice things. The market corrects. It's like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And then liquidity has to come to roll the debt. And that usually goes all the way through to the end of the year. And that becomes the banana zone. The banana zone is also when alt season happens. So when generally you can throw a dart at any crypto price and it'll go up. And it makes us all feel like geniuses.
Yeah.
That's the banana zone. The banana zone was everything gets really silly. And it makes it much easier for everybody, which is why, because you don't have to be the best in asset allocation or choosing the greatest asset. Most things go up. That's not to say everything goes up, but the banana zone is when we make most of the big gains. It's when all retail gets sucked in. It's when the taxi driver starts talking to you. It's when, your parents call you up saying, should I buy this Bitcoin thing? Or even worse, it'll be, should I buy Fartcoin? That's your mother. You're like, oh my God, we're truly in the banana zone. That's where we're headed. So crypto adoption, really, because it's a token incentive model, it's behavioral incentives. So as number go up, it drags in more people. Builders build more stuff. There's more money around. There's more applications. So you bring on new users. Each cycle, you bring on more and more users, and there's more and more applications. This cycle, we've actually seen we've seen a lot of retail activity, but not the crazy part yet. But what we're seeing, and here we are in the Middle East, is we're seeing sovereign wealth funds and state actors buying crypto. They've just started, but that's a huge shift. Before there was maybe one or two quietly doing it.
Yeah.
Now it's open. So even here, they've been buying the ETF and stuff like that. So there's a lot of new entrants coming. We haven't even heard what the US crypto policy is on their strategic crypto reserve. So we're seeing new people adopting it for different things. So Bitcoin is being adopted as that reserve asset. And then usually what happens is it flows out of the risk curve into other parts of Web3. And that's when the applications get built. And we've seen that with Solana, probably seen it with Sui. We've obviously seen it with Ethereum in the past, where suddenly mass applications start getting built.
Bitcoin surged past $104,900 on Saturday evening after former President Donald Trump hinted at a total reset in trade relations with China. His post on Truth Social came after a high-level diplomatic meeting in Geneva, where U.S. and Chinese officials reportedly made significant progress toward de-escalating recent tariff tensions. Trump described the talks as friendly and constructive, emphasizing that both nations are aiming to open China further to American businesses, remarks that sparked immediate reactions across financial markets. The crypto market wasted no time responding. Bitcoin jumped nearly 2% within hours of the announcement, with major altcoins like Ethereum and Dogecoin also catching fire. Ethereum spiked over 10%, rising to $2,600, while Dogecoin surged by more than 21%, trading close to $0.25. These moves suggest that traders viewed Trump's statement as a green light for risk assets, interpreting the easing geopolitical climate as a positive sign for global liquidity. Bitcoin once again proved its role as a barometer for macro sentiment. When tensions ease between two of the world's largest economies, capital often flows back into speculative assets, and crypto is now firmly part of that equation. At 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, Bitcoin was holding strong at around $104,457, as traders continued to digest the potential global ripple effects of the U.S.-China thaw. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.